Hello, I'm Martin.Fencka and welcome to another part of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. Today we'll again make another dungeon run, but before that I'll talk for a bit. I need to correct some mistakes I made in the previous part, or correct some things that I said in the previous part that were not correct. First, after we finished the run in the previous part, I wanted to reduce stress of Lindway and Reynold, and too late I realized that Reynold is God-fearing, so he can only pray to relieve stress. And I thought that you actually can pray in cloister, and I was wrong about that. So if I was reading things first before I act, I could have read that we pray in the transept and meditate in the cloister. So I could have sent Reynold to pray, and Lindway can go anywhere. We can check her. Yeah, she can do anything. So I could have reduced stress of both of them, but well, made a mistake. So we have to wait with Reynold. He will hopefully be able to go to the transept after the next run. Hopefully the caretaker won't decide to go there. And there was one more thing that wasn't clear in the previous part, and that is how retribution works. We have the man-at-arms, and I've been thinking about the retribution. I couldn't explain it properly, and what I explained was actually wrong. I was talking about the mark target, that it marks enemy unit, and it's not right now. You guys explained to me in comments how this works, and I thank you for that. So the retribution actually marks the man-at-arm and activates riposte, and the riposte means whenever the man-at-arms gets attacked, he counterattacks. So because he's marked, it's more likely that the enemies attack him, and whenever he gets attacked, he counterattacks. So it's an interesting ability. You just make him a tempting target, decide that he can take it, you can keep him alive with heals when everything focuses on him, in exchange for the extra damage that you can do with all those counterattacks. So a bit different mechanic from everything else we have seen so far, and that's why I've been a bit confused about that. But now I know how it works. So the next time we take the man-at-arms with us, we'll be able to use the ability properly. But we won't be taking him today. Today we're gonna use a new party. I've been thinking about the composition, and I've decided that I'll take new guys that we have. I think I'll take Mesnage as one unit that already has some experience at least, but the remaining three guys will be new. Um, I've been thinking also about upgrading the guild and the blacksmith that we unlocked recently, but we can't use them on heroes that are level 0. So I think we will just ignore these buildings for now. Mesnage has decent abilities. I think I don't mind going with these sets of skills. Also, we have problems with deeds, so we can't upgrade the guild or blacksmith yet. So we just get some more guys to level 1. Make probably one more run in ruins, and once we get more deeds, we will upgrade the guild and blacksmith and try different location. So let's move on. We have most dungeons in the ruins anyway. Oh yeah, we have warrants still locked, so we only have Wield unlocked together with ruins. I thought you'll have both these. Um, this amulet is not that amazing anyway. The only thing that I'd like to get from Wield is deeds, but yeah, I don't want to go to Wield with with the group that has like no experience, wield, and actually everything here, all these or these three locations are harder than ruins. Ruins is like the starting zone, especially the short runs are really quite easy. Enemies are not that tough. They can be annoying, but they are not as dangerous as things that we can meet in these three locations. So with new groups, I'll be starting in ruins to decrease the chance that something goes wrong. And also we'll go for a short run again until we have some more experience and better gear that we'll later upgrade in the blacksmith. I don't want to risk anything, it's not worth it. So yeah, the same thing again, ruins, short run, and we need to explore 90% of all rooms. For that we get gold, busts, and what's this, grave robber, specific amulet with no negative effects and just increases stun chance by 30%. This could be useful. We make a grave robber like a stun bot. The extra stun chance could be very useful. Not a bad amulet. And before we leave, I want to create a group. What was the third new guy? Our new crusader, and we'll be taking Mesnage on the second slot. I just have to check the positioning. Yeah, I don't want to have the occultist on the last spot. I want to have him on the third spot. So let's move him, and the Houndmaster is fine standing in the back. Here we are fine as well, and Crusader, that is a typical tank. Okay, so let's quickly check our skills because most of these guys are new. So let's see what they have. Minded is hard noggin. Some extra stun resist is always useful. Beast Slayer. Um, well, in ruins we probably won't meet any beasts, but well, why not? Later we'll definitely meet some. And here, minus damage if torch is below 26%. I don't care about this one. It will be a long time before I try a run where we would go this slow with light. So that's fine. And skills, I think we already know these skills. Smite we know, Zealous Accusation we know, Bulwark of Fate I think we know as well, and Inspiring Cry. I'm not sure if we know this one, but you can read that. Heals a bit of life and reduces stress, increases light level. This is not a bad ability when you like are waiting for heals that you can use. Get the light up, reduce the stress. It's doesn't seem that strong, but it's actually quite decent. So decent setup. What else? We know about Mesnage already. Our occultist, Burget. He is stout, so heals skills while camping. Those are these skills. We don't need them yet. We need at least a medium runs to get to camping. So nothing for now. Extra hit points. Well, definitely not a bad quirk. I'll take that. Misses the spot. -1 crit. Can be quite annoying, but well, not the worst thing ever. Though, and there is one ability that can be super strong when it crits. So, I think I will remove it at some point, even though it will be quite expensive. I think I want the crit chance to be as high as possible. And Thorin Rotator, -5% damage melee skills. I don't really care about this. This guy is not a melee fighter. He has some melee attacks, but whatever. This is not a problem. To his abilities, we have Sacrificial Stab, melee attack that deals some extra damage versus Eldritch, and has very decent base crit mod. So that's why I was talking that misses the spot can be a bit annoying on this guy, but the main reason why it's annoying is the wired reconstruction. It's a it's an unusual heal. Uh, it heals for 0 to 12, so the range is pretty big. It has a chance to cause bleed for 3 turns, 1 point of damage every turn, though the chance that it causes the bleed isn't that high. And from my experience, this is a really useful heal, and when this thing crits, it can heal a lot. Uh, it can heal up to 24 hit points, because the heal is always doubled when it crits. I'm just a bit confused here that there is no base crit chance. I hope they didn't remove the crit from this ability. It was really strong. I'm 100% sure that there used to be a like that it used to be possible that this ability crits. Maybe they removed it, but I still think it can crit. Well, guys, let me know if you know for sure that this thing can or can't crit. Let me know in comments. But still, even if it couldn't crit, when you get heal for 12 or even for like, I don't know, 6, it's still pretty decent. When you think about the Vestal, the classic healer, the range of his heal, the single target heal, is 3 to 5. So like half the time this thing is actually stronger. So we have a healer with us. Then we have vulnerability hacks. It's a ranged curse basically. Deals a bit of damage, reduces chance to dodge, and marks the target. So here is our way how we can mark enemies. And then we have Hands from the Abyss, ranged attack that has a stun chance, good crit chance. The damage is not reduced that much for such a high stun chance on the ability, but it reduces the torch level. So if we use this too much, you'll burn some extra torches. I think from time to time we can afford it when we need to stun something. It's definitely fine. The occultist may not seem as like a super strong class on the first look, but and I didn't like him too much. The first time that I tried the game, but the more I used him, the more I like him. And yeah, usually he is very useful. So that's a good hero. And then we have Houndmaster. He is wheeled adventure, minus stress in wheeled. We don't care about it now. Abletomania, obsessed with cleanliness. I have no idea how this can affect the hero, what happens when this procs. Unquiet mind, may not meditate while in town, so he can't use one of the options to reduce stress. But it's only like a -1 option, not not as Reynold, who can use just one option. So this is not that bad. He still has 5 places where he can go to reduce the stress. For his abilities, Hound Rush, ranged attack with very low crit chance, but can cause a weak bleed. The bleed kinda sucks, though there is extra damage versus beasts and extra damage versus marked, so that's why I want to have the occultist, or that's another reason why I want to have the occultist, because we can mark with him, and the 60% is quite a lot. Then we have Hound's Harry, ranged attack, significantly reduced damage, but it can hit the whole opponent's party. Can cause bleed, but again, the bleed is very weak. This is good when you have like multiple units on low hit points that you can like finish off multiple units at the same time, but usually this is not that good. It's rare that you get the chance to really make this shine. So I think it's one of the weaker abilities. Here we have Target Whistle, ranged attack that marks the target and reduces its protection. This is quite decent against like big armored targets. In most normal combats, the -20 protection really is not that useful. The effect is negligible. They die usually that fast that this doesn't make any difference, but it marks the target, so that can be useful. And then we have Cry Havoc, another ability that you can use when you are waiting for something, so you don't have to pass the turn. Reduces stress by a little bit. Well, why not? You know, that's one of those abilities that you just use to basically skip a turn when you have to or need to. So this is our group, and I think we can go. Been talking for quite a while. Go to this dungeon with this group, and yeah, provisions. Okay, 2 shovels, 8 food, 9 torches, 2 keys. I think we take this. Yep, looks good. And we embark. Maybe we could even handle these short runs with not that many provisions, but I'd really rather play it safe than just to run out of something in the middle of the run, so I'm willing to pay some extra gold, even if we don't use all the provisions in the end, just to be safe. This is an interesting layout. Do we go one way, or do we go this way? Doesn't really matter. Let's go to this side. I'll try to fully explore the whole thing anyway. It's not that much backtracking here. Okay, first object. The pack's been already looted, so nothing there. And the trap. Oh, that hurt. 8 damage and 19 stress. Wow. Okay. Keep the light high before we enter the room. Do we have scouting? Nope. So let's keep going. Oh, come on. Really? At least we dodge. It's possible that when you trigger a trap that you dodge. It wasn't clearly visible through the animation, but there was a text that said dodged, so at least that. No stress or damage this time. Here we have 1 portrait. Well, better than nothing. Now let's increase the light level. Okay, there will be a fight here. And we managed to surprise them. Good, good, good. So we have a chance to get rid of the courtier before he can cause problems. So how do we do this? I could curse him, but I think I'd actually rather just do damage. Try to kill as many of them as possible. The sacrificial stab has very high crit chance. Even with the lowered crit chance that we have because of that one quirk, it's still good. Let's try it. 7 damage, I'll take that. What about you? Thinking about trying the pull actually. How many hit points does he have? Or we can just hit him with the hook and slice. Hopefully land the bleed. No, we can't land the bleed on him. I just noticed the bleed resistance 200%. Okay, this guy is not gonna bleed. That's for sure. Which means I probably want to move him forward. And get him in the range of our Crusader. At least try. It was his move resistance 10%. So if we hit, it should work. There we go. Okay, and I'll... How much would it be? 4 to 8 versus 7 to 14. So if we hit, it's a guaranteed kill, and I think that's what I want.
Their formation is broken.
Good.
Maintain the offensive.
And you, buddy, just try to do some damage. Oh. Oh, really? That hurt. Please don't do that again.
As the fiend falls,
Okay, let's
faint hope blossoms.
do some damage. I would like to get rid of this guy. That crit was very unpleasant. I can't get to him easily. Fuck it, I'll just go for as much damage as possible. Ooh, this could hurt. Okay. Try to kill this guy.
Give them no quarter.
And time for healing. I just hope that it doesn't end up with healing for 0 and causing a bleed. That would be bad. But we are on 1 hit point, so... and he resisted the bleed. Well, let's try again. That's better. It resisted the bleed again. Good. Now, if you could finish the fight... what about this? What's the bleed resist? No, they're undead, so they're not gonna bleed. How many hit points do you have? 5. Damn it. Well, crit is nice, but not enough. This did reduce the stress. Good, he's not going. Oh.
Mortality clarified in a single
Are you kidding? Dude.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy
Well,
them all.
we are all alive, but I'm not sure that he can call this victory. Like our front guys or front positions got decimated. 2 crates and we are in trouble. Well, okay, I'll just check what's inside the suit of armor. I'm not sure that there's anything we could use on this, so I'll just use bare hand. It protects the hero. Oh, really? Dodge and prod until camp. Yeah, I should probably learn or memorize all these outcomes from these interactions, because this buff at this moment would help us a lot on either the Crusader or the Bounty Hunter. Well, never mind, that was a wasted buff. So let's keep going. Good, at least we got scouting. Look at all these fights that we have in front of us. I'm thinking that I'll actually move back, to be honest, and go the other way. I don't want to get into 2 fights here. There'll be 2 fights, one after another, and we wouldn't be able to do anything in between them. I'm hoping we could get some easy fight on the other side. Just heal up these 2. Or maybe even like get no fights on this side, explore all these rooms and then skip this whole part. Hunger. Yep, definitely gonna eat. That's a free heal. Good. I just hope that we don't get another hunger proc too early. We don't have that much food. Damn, how fast can you get into trouble in this game? 1 fight or 2 lucky crits. Increase the light, and what about this? You know what? Let's use this guy in case it increases stress level. It's already quite high. He will most likely have to go reduce it anyway. So in case the stress increases further, it's not the end of the world. Let's see. No. Oh, this looks like a good thing. Armor Tinker. That's a positive quirk. Minus 20% arm. Oh, that's not bad. That will save us some gold. Not the best quirk ever. It's only saves a bit of gold, but I'll take it. Why not? Better than negative one, of course. And here is the hunger proc. And now we are in trouble. But we still have the food. It's free heal, so we are not in trouble as long as we don't get another proc. Okay, heal. Ah, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. That's why this guy can be so strong. He's a bit random, but when he gets lucky and gets those heals, well, problem solved with the how is he called? Bounty hunter. Okay, good. And here, I think I tried to get rid of the arbalist. Yeah, let's try to do some damage to him. Collect bounty. That's a kill, perfect. Just try to kill as many of them as possible. That's the best way how to reduce damage. Just kill them before they can do something. Okay, 4 damage to the Houndmaster, whatever. Oh, and he dodged. Good. Please, one more lucky heal. That's not a lucky heal. At least we didn't get the bleed. Yeah, the bleed chance is very low on the ability, so it can happen from time to time, but the chance, as I said, is quite low, so it's quite a decent heal. Okay, we need to pull this guy forward. Well, maybe next time. Or the other option is to get rid of one corpse. Come on, 9. Good one. Hey, there is the bleed, so it's basically just healed for 6. But still, heal for 6. Sounds good to me. Finish him off. No, not yet. 1 hit point. Come on, come on. It's unnecessary damage there. Come on, kill him. Good. So, this wasn't a bad fight. Looks much better than before, when you're on like 5 hit points. Though the food situation is pretty grim. Like, we are not gonna die in case we run out of food and we have to starve. But there's some unfortunate consequences, like increased stress, and we take a bit of damage, I think. I don't have too many experience with starving, actually. It didn't happen to me in ages, so I'm not sure what the exact effect is, and I'm afraid that we may actually find out here. Okay, this thing, I do remember what we can do with this thing. In this case, the brute force is the way to go. And we get crest and gold. I'll take that. Just hope we have enough shovels. Because the rubble can be a problem without shovel. We have one more, so we can get rid of this debris. Increase the light level. Never forget that. And enter another room. Okay, nothing here. I think I want to go to this room. Even though we have to backtrack, I think I want to do it. Another trap. More damage, more stress. At least it's not on our tanks. Okay. We don't have shovels left. Do I want to try this? I think the occultist can do it in case He cuts himself with the glass. He'll survive that. He didn't take any damage yet. It's trapped. So he'll take 6 damage. It's okay. As I said, he can survive it. So nothing here. 2 more rooms. Good. Oh no! Come on, so what's the effect? Eat nothing. Take 20% damage plus stress damage. That's a lot.
To fall for such a little thing. A bite of
That
bread.
hurt. Okay, well, we just keep going. Books. Who can interact with that? Let's use it with the Houndmaster. Nothing interesting there. But here is the rubble again. And yeah, I shouldn't have been greedy. The one shovel would be really useful now. We have to remove this with our bare hands. And here is the effect. Damage, stress, a lot of stress, light going down. This is definitely not a smooth run. Just hope we don't get any more fights. We are definitely not in shape for fighting. Never mind.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
Okay, they go first.
Or cowardice.
Some extra stress. Yep, we are getting to 100. I'm afraid we may actually see the effect of the stress when it gets to 100. We have to heal for 0. And the bleed up. My god, this is a bad run. Okay, let's do some damage to this guy. Oh, lucky dodge. At this point I'm thinking that I actually have to ignore the stress. Can't save it anymore. And to make sure that we just don't die. Yeah, let's try to kill the damage dealers. Excuse me. Okay, I want to kill the soldier. There we go. And he doesn't leave corpse. Good. Please dodge. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, acquisition. There is the stress over 100, I think. Or not. Yep. There we go. So, when the stress gets to 100, the resolve will be always tested, and there are 2 options. Usually, this is what happens. Get afflicted, so there is something negative going on. Generally, the character will start just yelling that we are all doomed and starts increasing the stress of everyone else. And in the end, like, more characters will get afflicted and then just stress each other so much that in the end, that just all of them die of heart attacks. And it's possible here that the hero can die because of heart attack when the stress is too high. Or there is another option, which is significantly less likely, but it's possible that he gets like in the berserk mode, and it decreases the stress of the whole group quite significantly, and he becomes like I don't know the word in English, but like religious zeal, or I don't know if I'm telling this right, but he encourages everyone and becomes like the champion. We can do it, and it actually helps, but the chance for that is actually quite low. So yeah, you are afflicted, fearful. And now we have to finish the run as fast as possible. Try to do some damage to that guy. There we go. Yeah, and here it is. How much more blood does this place? Don't know what was the last word. Again, resolve tested, masochistic. That's
Those
again
who
the by
covet
one. The
injury
flesh dot test by
find
will.
it in no
It
short
shall
supply.
not break it. This is not good. Okay, heal. Save your sympathy. This pain is a gift. Yeah, he refused the heal. So we can try on someone else. Or maybe he can just do damage. Let's try to kill him. No, 1 hit point again. Come on. Dude. 2 hit points. This is how it can fall apart easily, like in like no time. Of course, the stun was successful this time. Is this gonna work? Okay. And accusation. More stress. And more stress. And more masochistic people. I think this could be some very fun experiences from this group full of masochists. Okay, you are already masochistic, so not a big deal for a while. Try to kill this guy now. And the last one. Can we just finish this run and get out of here? What do we have? Aria's box, very rare amulet. That's decent. That reduces the stress damage. That's a bit late. But okay, I'll take it. At least something. No? Dude, you are not placed perfectly. Come on, cooperate. Thank you. Give me some good loot. Busts, crests, sure, let's take that. And please, no fights. Okay, and now here's the decision. Like, do we try it? Do we try to finish the run? We just need to get to this room. The goal is to explore 90% of room. We are not gonna try to full clear this dungeon. The question is, do we just leave, abandon the quest, and save everyone, but lose the quest reward, and also lose a lot of money on actually reducing all the stress we just got? Now it's about, do you want to play it safe and basically pay for it, or get some extra money from the quest that will help us to repair the damage? I'm not sure that I want to go into combat with tank on 1 hit point. Whatever. Let's do it. Use the last storage. I'm not gonna interact with anything unless I'm 100% sure what it does. Don't want to die to some poison or something. You got to be kidding me. We have no chance here. That's like, all of them have strong AoE attacks. many hit points do we have? 3, 8, 7, 1. Fuck it.
A wise general cuts losses and regroups.
No way. No way. Hero stress bar fills a second time completely, their body will give out. Get them 8 or retreat back to town before this happens. That awaits us all. Oh, I thought that we actually got a heart attack. No. Yeah, when you retreat, it increases the stress quite a lot. And this run was a disaster. Well, here we go. We abandoned the quest.
Great adversity has a beauty. It is the fire that tempers.
So, no quest reward, since we didn't finish the quest, but we at least get some gold from what we have found. So, 1,000. But to reduce all this stress, that will cost us like 10,000. So these guys will just stay in town for a while, and we'll just have to wait until the other heroes earn some money and make up for their failure. At least we have decent amount of heirlooms. That's not bad. Okay, I don't want to see these quirks. Usually when you do well, I think, or it seems to me, that there is a good chance for good quirks, and when you fuck up, you're just getting the negative stuff. Let's see. Yeah, sure enough. Nocturnal -2 speed if torch above 75. That sucks. And Deviant Tastes is not allowed to visit the brothel. I don't really care about that. And he has honoring. 10% damage to range skills is decent for Houndmaster. So, well, at least something, you know. We have to take even the small things from a run like this. And return to town. Okay, so even though everyone is alive, this run was still really a disaster. I hope the next round will be better. Let's check what else happened. Lindway get her stress reduced by 69. That's decent. So she's ready for another run. We have Sanitarium unlocked. We will look at that in a second. And we have Cove and the Warrens unlocked as well. And here are our heroes. Yeah, these guys, they are not going on another run together. They don't work together that well. But it all started with just 2 critical hits. That was the whole problem. And also that we ran out of food. Pretty unlucky in this run. Okay, so what do we have? Sanitarium. New building. This is the building where we can get rid of negative quirks. So who has some negative quirks? Reynold. Yeah, let's use him just to show how it works. We don't have any diseases. No one has diseases. There will be a small mark on the side of the portrait that would show us the disease. We don't have that, but we have those negative quirks. So we just can send the hero in the treatment ward and just pick the quirk that we want to remove. We pay 1,500 and after a week it's removed. Simple. But 1,500 is a lot, so it's important to always think about what we are removing and always just take those things that are most annoying, most dangerous. And we also have only 1 slot, so we can do only 1 hero per week. Later, as we upgrade the building, we'll get more slots, so we'll be able to remove more quirks every week. But for now, I'll have to think about this off camera, and it'll take me quite a while until I decide what I'm gonna remove first, or if I'm even gonna remove something. Because since we failed this run so horribly, we don't have that much money. Maybe I just sent Reynold to pray, reduces stress. These guys Yeah, I can't afford to pay for them. We need more money first. We just take new heroes, I would say. Do we have a tank for the next run even? Let's check the coach first. Houndmaster, Vestal, and Men-at-Arms. Okay, Men-at-Arms means a tank. We need to. I definitely want another
A
Vestal.
sister of battle, pious and
We
unrelenting.
need more healers. Houndmasters. I think I'm not gonna recruit more Houndmasters. They seem quite weak to me. Maybe later, when we have a group that can boost them a bit, we can try them maybe on higher levels, they will get better. But I really don't like them on low levels. And I'll think about the Dakre, if we want to take him as well or not. We have one more slot open, so maybe we take him. But, well, all these things I can think about off camera. Well, this is what I'm gonna do for sure, so I might as well do it now. But the rest, I'll have to think about. We don't have that much money, and yeah, we have to be careful. We don't want to spend too much, because if we fail more runs, we can run out of money, and that would be a big problem. So next time, we try again, and hopefully it will be better. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this part. Sometimes watching the failure can be as entertaining, or maybe sometimes even more entertaining than watching a flawless victory. So I hope you like this part. Join me for the next one again, and until then, have a good time, and bye bye.